Can you hear me? You can hear me now? Okay. Can they only hear me and not you? That would be cool. That's awesome. So I hear you fine. Yeah. Tyler accidentally muted herself. She'll be back in a second. She said it's a man's voice. It's great. Uh, wait, you just move your lips and I'll say stuff. Hi, my name is Taylor. Welcome to A Moment in Time with Taylor. So, if you, yeah, are you back yet? I don't know. All right, go ahead. Feed me the words. I'll say it. This channel is 100% funded by viewers like you. We're about $1,500 short of our goal. So we really need you to go sponsor at femyoga.com. So now I'm supposed to tell you stuff about my life while Taylor figures this out. Oh wait, am I done repeating you now? I'm sorry. So how's everybody doing today? It's so weird. You can only hear me. Yeah, Taylor's totally muted. She'll be back soon. Maybe. Oh no, you. Yep, I can hear you. I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
Is this gonna work? Is this working? I think I'm here. Am I here? You guys hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Am I here?
I still hear you.
Am I here? Wolf Puppy said good job, Ed. DC was awesome. Wait, I don't know if they can hear me yet. Everybody just hang on. There we go. Yay! Thank you, Eric.
Yes.
Thank you, Ed, for filling in for me. Welcome
Sure.
to Moment
Anytime.
in Time with Taylor and Ed. We call these the TayEd Talks. I'm Taylor, he's Ed. Put our names together. Kind of like TED Talks. Don't sue us. We're just, we give you guys the credit. You're the original inventors. But we are trying to apply our brains to the goals of Fem Yoga, which is to help people internationally to reach their health, wealth, and relationship goals. This channel is 100% viewer funded at femyoga.com. Like Ed said, we're about $1,500 short of our goal right now, so every single dollar that you send really helps us to keep this content going and growing and reaching those goals and helping people all around the world to reach their goals as well. Hey, Asha! Sorry, I missed lots of comments. Trevor, Eric, hello. Thank you guys for coming in, inviting your followers, and retweeting this on Twitter. You can see from the title that if you retweet this broadcast, you'll be entered to win a free shirt. And I also, when you couldn't hear what I was saying, gave a special shout out to Lise, Boo Boo Mupido, and Chris of Indoor Smokers for supporting this channel for 6 months in a row. No breaks. They didn't take any months off. They supported every single month faithfully. And that is exactly what sustains and grows this channel. And just today, actually, between my friend Ed here and myself, we came up with a new goal to have $5,000 a month coming in from monthly sponsors alone. So we need you guys to go sign up for the monthly sponsorships instead of one time. That way you can plan for it, we can plan for it, and it'll come out automatically every month. But of course, if your circumstances change, you can always change it at any time. So thanks, guys, for being here. Hi, Ed. Thank you for being here.
Hey, how's it going?
Good to see you again. Long time no see.
Long time to see. Yeah, it's been 24 hours.
Yeah, we didn't spend the last 4 days together in Washington, D.C. or anything. Hey, Lampy.
Nope.
So, do you want to talk about why you're in D.C. or no?
No, not really.
No,
But
okay.
I will. I'll tell them.
He's like, I don't want to, but I will.
I don't really want to, but I'll go ahead and just throw it out there.
Cool.
So I was there for a national real estate convention. It's the national mid-year talks where they go to lobby all the politicians, which I know Taylor loves. So we were there to see the politicians who respond the best to money, I guess is the answer.
Ooh, yes. And one of our Uber drivers had a nice long rant about how the people from the real estate convention do not tip at all.
Which is a lie. We did just fine. And also, on the side note, there was a cabbie who wanted to learn how to invest who did email me. So we're hooking up, me and this cabbie. I don't know what's going to happen, but
Boom. That's awesome.
he's all about it.
Oh, okay, Trevor. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions or concerns or problems that you hit with setting up OBS. I do have a tutorial on my YouTube channel, Fem Yoga, where you can learn how to do broadcasts like this from your computer also. And we are live on Periscope and Twitch, Fem Yoga in both locations. Actually, let me make sure I'm not ignoring my Twitchers. And hi, Lizzie Bear. So excited to see you in a month at VidCon in Los Angeles. You know who else is in Los Angeles?
Tai Lopez.
Tai frickin' Lopez! I don't know his middle name, but it might be frickin'. Whoa, are we talking about Ed's hookups today? John said. You down hooked up with the Uber driver.
I hook up with random cab drivers all the time. You know, that's how I network. It's totally fine.
We did actually help not an Uber driver, but a cab driver to download and set up Waze on his phone, which I did a whole broadcast about last night.
Yeah, TayEd was touching cab drivers all day long in Washington, D.C. I mean, we helped so many of them. It's just what we did.
Changing lives, one cab at a time.
One cab at a time.
That's our, if this Fem Yoga thing doesn't work out, that's our backup plan.
Cab savers.
Yes. Transforming the lives of cab drivers. Okay. So Tai Lopez, he is the creator of a program called the 67 Steps Program. And similar to what we do here at Fem Yoga, where we help people to reach their health, wealth, and relationship goals, Tai helps people to live what he calls the good life, which is health, wealth, and happiness. So very similar. We have very similar kind of mentalities and ways of thinking. Actually, Ed and Tai have the same personality type for the Myers-Briggs, which is ENTP. Yeah.
There's a few important differences, though. Ty's much richer. I'm much cooler. So I'm not really sure. I mean, he's okay, but I mean, he's obviously richer, I think. But personality-wise, I definitely haven't beaten. So
who's better at basketball?
I'm gonna give that to him. I think he's probably better at basketball, but I could do more push-ups than him. I'm almost positive.
Ooh.
So
okay, we need to everybody retweet this broadcast so that you can enter to win the shirt. And then you can retweet it with a comment. Just go ahead, tag Tai Lopez, and tell him that he's been challenged to an official push-up competition with South Jersey Broker.
Challenge.
Push-up challenge. Hashtag Tai Lopez. I mean, at Tai Lopez. Cool versus rich. Which is more important?
I'm going to go with cool. Just because that's where I'm at right now.
Asha said, don't cut yourself short, Ed. You're cool. He said he was cool. He said he was cooler than Tai.
Yeah.
Oh, they're wondering if they win, is there an option to win your shirt that you're wearing
Absolutely.
right now?
I'll autograph it for you and send it to you. So
autograph it. It's black.
I'll use like one of those silver autograph things. It'll be fine. Silver pen.
Thank you for the super hearts. And Lizzie Bear, thanks for sharing this out on Twitter. Tai, if you're watching this, hello. I don't know this guy. He came in here on his own. Anything he says does not reflect the views of Fem Yoga. I hope that we'll still meet in Los Angeles this June. I've been wanting to meet you for years, and
wait,
I'm gonna mute this.
This is perfect.
Muted him.
Los Angeles, we can do the push-up challenge on a split screen from Los Angeles.
That's true. I'll be like, I found Tai Lopez, and then we'll video call Ed, and then we'll be like, it's time, and then they'll both just drop and do push-ups wherever they are at that time.
That's right. Whoever wins gets all of Tai Lopez's money.
John says, hi, Tai, take all my money. There you go, Tai. Swagger would like you to take all of his money. Blankenship, thank you so much for the super hearts. You're awesome. Seppi, hello. Everyone follow Mostly Zen. Taylor, did you temporarily mute Ed? I did, but he was in the middle of talking, so I unmuted it really quick.
Did you mute me? Can I curse on this channel?
No.
Can I curse on this channel?
No, I think I don't know, because I don't know. Can 16-year-olds curse? That's the minimum age for Periscope.
Yeah, they can curse. Is there a dump
on? You can have little kids on Twitch though. Ed's not coming to LA. I don't think so.
No, I don't think I'm coming to LA.
So we're gonna have to start a campaign on GoFundMe. Get Ed to LA.
Right, and it's going to really be a donation to my wife so that she lets me go to LA.
We're paying his wife to allow him to go.
Yeah, you're going to be paying my wife to allow me to come to LA.
That costs. What if we pay for like the week of nanny services or whatever?
That would cover it. That would be totally fine.
All right, well, Puppy, you're on that? You starting that GoFundMe campaign right now?
A week of nanny services, just make it right out to her.
Maybe we should get her like a massage too, or something else to sweeten the deal.
Yeah, like take her out to dinner, get her a massage.
Take her out to dinner. Wolf Puppy, will you just please seduce Ed's wife so he can go to VidCon?
Yeah. Whoever's not going to VidCon, if they could come here and just take over, that would be fun.
Yes, yeah. Does someone want to be a fill-in dad for Ed? I mean, you did offer your wife one time to somebody on the channel.
Hey, that offer still stands if you can get me to VidCon. I'm good.
That's ridiculous. Why would you even want to go to VidCon?
I don't know. Because Wolf Puppy's going. I just want to meet everybody. It's it's good.
I think I'm staying with Wolf Puppy in VidCon.
Are you? See, even better reason to go.
Mm-hmm. Well, that means that you can't stay with her because I already claimed her.
Well,
I am in New York. Yes, I am in New York. But over the past week, I went through 6 different states: New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, and Washington, D.C., if you can count D.C. as a state.
Sure. And you did it all in one day, twice.
Wife for VidCon, worth it. I was just like, what the heck? Wolf Puppy's like, yay! Aw, thank you, Blankenship. He said, pump the super hearts, y'all. Taylor's awesome. You're awesome. Ed, you're awesome. Steve from Florida on Twitch, first comment to the broadcast. You're awesome. Thank you for the flowers. And now I guess we'll actually get into the content of this broadcast. It's been 13 minutes. Might be time. We're talking about the 67 Steps program. If you look back to our previous broadcasts, every single Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we get on here like this, split screen, and we talk about a couple steps, however long we have time for in about an hour. So today we're on step 22. And yes, Blankenship said Ed is awesome too. And
yes.
Tai calls step 22 the 7-fold path to the obvious signs.
Wait, you can't do it until we do our push-ups.
Why would you? Nobody was going to say anything about that. No one remembered anything about push-ups. That was didn't need to be mentioned.
The push-ups are a commitment that we have made to the viewers. We can't disappoint them. That's all.
The repeat bot also thinks you're awesome, by the way.
Oh, thank you, repeat bot.
You guys, I'm wearing a dress. Do I have to do push-ups? I think the answer is no. Steve says...
We'll let them decide. I think that's a great idea. Can we do a 1 in the chat if Tyler has to do push-ups and a 2 if she doesn't? How we doing?
I thought I was in charge of this channel. What just happened?
You gave me a great idea. I'm just going with it. So...
Wait, Zen, you were waiting for the push-ups?
See, Zen loves the push-ups.
I thought Zen didn't like the push-ups. I thought he said it interrupted the broadcast and distracted everyone.
It grew on him, obviously. He obviously didn't like them at first, but now loves them. Oh, Trevor thinks it's a 1.
I love you too, Asha. Asha gives me
Wolf
a 2.
Wolf Puppy gave you a 1.
Smart Collective, who are you? Why you say 1? Why? I thought, what?
Is it 3-1? It's 3-1 so far. We'll wait for a few more votes. How many should we wait for?
I'm hydrating because this is going to get really hot really fast and I'm already sweating. Wait,
she said I'm putting
She just loves putting 1s in the chat.
That totally counts though.
Hi,
that was
Tracy.
what the vote was.
Welcome back.
All right, you can have a pass today with the dress if you want. It's fine.
I hate you. You know him saying that. It's just gonna make me want to do it.
I get that having a dress on is
we'll
very uncomfortable
we'll
to do
see.
push-ups. There's no reason you have to.
Well, if my underwear are gonna show, I'm not gonna do push-ups for that simple reason. But
that's an obvious reason, right?
if they aren't gonna show, I guess we can do 22 push-ups because that's no problem. Pick my wedgie first. Hola Brazil. That's true, Blankenship. That is true. Yeah, no push-up bras on this channel unless Ed's wearing one. Are you wearing a push-up bra, Ed?
I got a little support here.
I think it's called a push-up bro if a guy's wearing it. But you can't take your shirt off because on Twitch you're not allowed to do that.
Seriously?
Steve wants me to go change and come back and do push-ups.
That's why Swagger wants me to put a dress on to do push-ups. So you go change and I'll go put a dress on. We'll swap. So you go get a t-shirt, I'll get a dress. That'll be cool.
I know I should have worn my crawling around dress maybe because I secretly didn't want to do push-ups and was hoping I could use this as an excuse. Hi, Ruiva. All right,
it might work. Are we gonna
Are
do
we
this?
both doing them? Okay.
Yeah, we'll do them. I'll do them with you. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Let me go on that here. All right. Okay, you ready? Are you already going? Wow, you already started. Holy crap.
Okay, I gotta switch to my knees for the last.
Oh, that sucked.
It's a
That's horrible. See, I told you earlier I did clap push-ups at the gym this morning, so my chest and my arms are already like on fire. And that didn't help.
Okay.
Good job, though. All right. You did them.
Air myself out.
You just gotta breathe. Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Oh,
So.
So why are you humping the ground? That was directed towards you, not me. I was making it look good.
Hey, I was making it look good too. All right.
I couldn't see because my face was on the ground. Yeah.
22 push-ups for step 22. We're sweating. If you guys feel like we did those push-ups so you didn't have to, you could support the channel through Super Hearts or at femyoga.com. Thank you. Drink the water. Good point, Asher. Drink some water. Cheers. Wait, can we cheers? Because we're side to side. No,
cheers.
No, come like this one to your left. Cheers. That was awesome. Yay. We already did
it. You're like, we already did it. A little late. It's cool.
Leave the ground alone. Look, I had consent from the ground to do that, okay? Hang on, I'm stuck to the chair. Let me put the dress between me. Okay. Whew. All right.
Okay. We got that out of the way.
Yes. Now we can talk about
let's talk really
path.
Let's talk really, really slow so we don't have to do 23 more.
Sweep the legs, Scoopy high. Yes, the sevenfold path to the obvious signs. Just do a friggin' push-up for the broadcaster. Or you can do 22 push-ups if you don't want to sponsor the channel. Cheers, Sage. Yeah, my armpits are sweaty, but I did have deodorant on.
Hey, that's a good rule. Either send $22 or do 22 push-ups. Whichever.
Yes. Oh my god! And then sign up for monthly too. That you can't really do $22 on the website, but you could do 25. Yeah, monthly, because then we'll get closer to that $5,000 month goal. Our goal is $5,000 a month right now, but like I said, we're about $1,500 short of that, which is the lowest we've been, I think, since like October. So we're hoping to get some monthly people who are there every single month so we can plan ahead, you guys can plan ahead, and like I said, if your circumstances ever change, you can always change your monthly commitments as well. Hey, James. Hey, Batman. It's all through PayPal. Really, really, really easy. Okay. So we're talking about what I call avoid black and white thinking and realize the power and existence of gray areas. Thank you, Blankenship. You're doing great. You're supporting this content right now. Thank you so much. And make sure you retweet this broadcast. You have to click the 3 dots on Periscope to retweet so that you can be entered to win the free shirt, which we'll draw at the end of the broadcast. And then also, if you're on Twitch, you just have to go to the Twitter page, FemYogaTaylor, and then retweet this broadcast. Here you'll see we're live, moving around, talking about this stuff. Boom. Hit the retweet button. It's like the little rectangle with 2 arrows. Ed, did you retweet?
No, not yet, but I will.
You don't want to wear a free shirt? What the heck?
Hey, wait, well, it says I love Ed on the shirt, so I don't know if I really want to wear that around, but sure.
The shirt doesn't say I love Ed, you guys.
Wait, it doesn't? I thought that's what the deal was. I did this broadcast, and we give away an I love Ed shirt. It changed?
Oh, really, Blankenship? Thank you so much. That's so awesome. He said we're the only people he sends super hearts to.
Oh, thanks. That's good.
Welcome. Shared, followed, and retweeted. Wow, thanks, A. Fazio. How are you? Nice to meet you. I'm Taylor.
All right, let me share it.
I wanted you to say, and I'm Ed, and then we could go, and this is TayEd Talks Live, and we could do a little Lauren Nikki Live cameo.
We're gonna have to practice that. Okay, I really want to do that, but we need to practice it.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Ed.
Oh.
And I'm Ed.
we gotta practice off when we're not live. When we're not live. Oh, we're doing it. Okay. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Ed.
And this is TayEd Talks
Live. We'll practice later when we're not live. They do it so perfect. They make it look awesome. Like, I want to do it so badly.
At least 1,000 times.
They must have.
How do you win some deodorant? Let's see if there's a price tag on it. Nope. It's $1 million at femyoga.com monthly.
You don't want to win that. Trust me, you don't want to win that deodorant. You do not want it.
Ed, just retweet the broadcast. Oh, you're in Maryland. Oh, it would have been nice to meet you. Okay. Focus.
Cringe alert.
Ed said that he's an expert in gray areas. He loves gray area. That's where he thrives. So I'm going to let him talk about why he loves gray areas, what gray areas mean. Actually, let me say one. Can I say one thing? And then you can think about what you're going to say.
I love how you asked me permission to say something on your own broadcast. So yes, you can.
You see armpit hairs on it? Let's check.
Armpit hairs.
Nope, no armpit hairs. We're clear. We're clear. We're all good. Here you go, John. Give me your pit. Give me the other pit.
Oh my God.
Okay, there we go. Now you're all smelling nice. Should I put some on too? Let's do it. We'll share.
Yeah, definitely.
Sharing. What does gray areas mean? Okay, let me say one thing and then I'll let Ed say his piece. So, when a person's born, your brain actually isn't capable of abstract thought in what we would call a gray area. You can only think in euphemism. You can only think in black and white. So that's also called concrete thinking, which is also often called black and white thinking. So that means basically thinking something is either good or it's bad. Completely, that there is no gray area. It's not like, well, it's kind of good, but it has some bad elements, which would make it gray. So think of something bad as black and something good as white, just as an example. And then, like purity, and then you have a little bit of something not so good in there, it's going to slowly make it gray. And that's where the concept comes from. It's like mixing good and evil together and realizing that things aren't so easily categorized into one polarity or the opposite. It's a gray area. But what's interesting about the human brain, and I actually learned this from this book called Teen 2.0, which is somewhere on my bookshelf that I don't see right this second. And it talks about how at the age of 15 on average, and that's so loud.
Sorry, I need to get a pen. I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Go ahead.
Hi, Prompt. Hello. It's Prompt. Ed, you were with me when we were sending him super hearts the other night.
Oh, hey.
I was like, hey, this is the guy. Hi, Prompt. Thanks for being here. And, salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Yes. Hi. And they talk about how at the age of 15 on average is the time that your brain starts to be able to process abstract thinking, which is more like emotions. And because it's really up until the age of 15, it's actually really, kids are kind of establishing their morals and they don't know the difference between good and bad. And then, and to make it really easy for them to realize things, they just become, it's like something is either good or it's bad. And it's very hard for them to understand that, well, like say you swear, right, as a parent, and you tell your kid, well, you can't swear. And they're like, well, you swore. And you're like, well, it's kind of a gray area. It's like, well, I'm not really supposed to either. I'm not perfect. But so it's a gray area, like with anything. And your brain actually can't really grasp any of that until you're at least 15 years old. So I thought that was kind of an interesting fact to lead with. Hey, Lorena. Oh, hey, thanks for the super heart, Seppi. Really, really appreciate that. You are making this channel possible. Yes. All right, Ed. Gray area? Yep. The expert of gray area?
So that was really good because that sets us up for the business end of what a gray area is. And in business, when I think of a gray area, I think of a 50-50 argument. So in business, you try to follow laws, you try to follow ethical standards and all that kind of stuff. But there's always this area that is what we call the gray area. And in the gray area, you can make an argument 50% in favor of laws and ethics, and you can make an argument 50% against laws and ethics. So for something to fall in the gray area for us, something we'll actually make money off of, we want it to be a 50-50 argument. Like if the argument's too swayed towards the wrong, then it's probably illegal or wrong or unethical. If it's too swayed towards the good, there's probably less profit involved in it because anybody can do it and most people are already probably doing that process. So that's one of the reasons I love the gray area so much, is because it's such a questionable spot and a lot of people are afraid to operate in it. So if you're not afraid to operate in it, and if you have a good argument, it gives you that 50-50 position to fight off the other people who say that it's wrong, then you really have like a really great ability to make some money in that area. So I think that's what it means to me. I mean,
I like that. Go ahead.
No, I kind of love it. So it's like my favorite.
Yay, me too. Lorena, thank you so much for the super hearts. Yes, Seppi, thank you for the super hearts. Look at all these purple. And Seppi, you are in the lead of the super hearts. So thank you. You guys follow Lorena Mia Live. She just sent some super hearts. She is an awesome broadcaster. I had the privilege of meeting down in Miami Beach, Florida. I had ceviche for the first time ever. She is from Peru. We got Peruvian ceviche. Oh my God, it was amazing. And then when I went to DC this past week and met up with Mike Richards, a note to self, he was talking about Peruvian ceviche and how delicious it is. And I, thanks to Lorena, was able to participate in that conversation, which actually kind of links back to one of our previous episodes where we talked about being a Renaissance man or woman, where you're able to carry on a conversation about a variety of different topics, even if you're not an expert on the matter, so that it makes for easier networking. So Lorena helped me with that. So thank you, Lorena. And she's a great broadcaster too, and I think she's got some really high level trolls happening right now. So go support her and send her lots of love. And Lorena said, "And she's coming back when? What? Who said I was coming back? I want to go to Peru with you. Let's go to Peru. They're in the lead. Well, it's time for me to get my shizzle back." You want to raise the flowers support you? I don't know what that means, Prompt, but thank you. Oh, followers? Oh, you can if you want. Thank you. Okay, so what were we talking about? I was going to say something about what you were just talking. Oh, it was reminding me of Sam Ovens. So if you guys know Sam Ovens, he's actually one of Tai Lopez's friends who's his niche is consulting. So he teaches consultants how to be really financially successful and get high quality clients for their consulting business. So I'm on his email list. I've purchased one of his programs before. Personally didn't have a lot of success with it, but I did like one of his most recent emails, which I also shared with Ed. It might have even been the same night we were sending prompt super hearts. And because it had just come in, I was like, oh, let's read this. It's so good. And the email was about how, kind of what he was just saying. If it's too obvious, if it's too easy, if it's too like, oh yeah, it's just so, there's like no resistance at all, then it's probably going to be really easily replicated by other people, and it's going to be harder to have a competitive edge because other people are going to be either, like you said, either someone else is already doing it or someone's going to be able to copy it very easily. So what you want to do is you want to find stuff that other people aren't willing to do, stuff that is a little bit harder, it's more complicated, it requires more mental prowess and more of that being able to kind of dig through a gray area and deal with a gray area, and maybe one of Ed's other favorite words, leverage the gray areas. So
wait, how do I make a heart with my fingers? Just like this? Does that look right?
Yeah, it kind of looks like a peanut or a bean.
How do I make a heart? Is that it? What do I do with these? What do I do with these fingers?
I use my whole hand.
Like okay, like that.
Yeah, that's more hard. Okay. Yeah. That's
more hard.
And then you want to put it on like a solid, like up in front of your shirt. Yeah. So it's
for
like,
my leverage.
Boom.
There you go. Okay.
Periscope equals gray areas, maybe. Hi, David.
Whoever just said they like my hair too, I also want a heart.
It was Blankenship. He's sent a bunch of super hearts. He's the one trying to tell everyone to send super hearts and support us. So yeah, he's awesome. He gets lots of hearts. Yeah, the trolls help us too. Exactly. Yes. Varrock, hi, how are you? Thanks for watching on Twitch and following. I'm not on Twitch as often as I'm on Periscope, but I do appreciate the community over there. I'm always learning, more of what you guys like, so just tell me what you want to see more of, and I do cater this content to our sponsors. So thanks, guys. How much for a piece of Ed's hair?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'll let you set the price on it.
You're saying any price?
No,
now
you
up.
can set.
Thank you so much, Prompt. I appreciate that.
No, Tyler, you can set the price. You can pick.
Oh, me. Oh. Do you see how famous Prompt makes us look, by the way?
Yeah. It makes us awesome.
Look, Ty. Look, we're famous. Come hang out with us.
Hey.
Come meet us.
Come do push-ups with us. Hurry. You
like my hair, David? Okay, I'm not going to sell any of my hair, but for a piece of Ed's hair, you could get that for the low price of a $20 monthly sponsorship at femyoga.com by clicking support. Just one piece.
So what should we do for a $200 monthly sponsorship?
Oh, no, not Maribel. Shukran. Ed would be handsome bald too. #BAM. Why do the guys always hit on me on these broadcasts? It's Blankenship.
I love these guys. Yes. It's great. It's awesome.
One hair or a strand. I think it's the same thing, right?
Yeah, we'll send a clipping for 20, but for $200 a month auto renewed membership thing, sponsorship, we'll send every time I cut my hair, I'll send you a bag.
Ooh, $200 a month, you said?
Yeah, and I'll send you a small bag of my hair every time I cut it.
For the low bargain deal of $200 a month at femyoga.com, you can get a bag of Ed's freshly cut hair each month. Maybe I can get my husband in on it too.
I'll leave a little gel in there.
Now, I have no idea what Brennan's talking about. He said best when thumbs are conjoined. What? I don't know. Hi, Brennan. There's a lot of added perks. Maybe I should sponsor. I think you should. Oh, and the bot's hitting on you now, too.
I love
Sponsored hair. Ed embodies masculinity. What comes with a $72 sponsorship?
$72?
Broadcasts.
I'll send you one piece of head hair and one piece of chin hair when I shave.
What do I do with this bag of Ed hair? David said I'll pass.
It's up to you. You could like use a glue stick and make your own Ed at home. Whatever you want to
Make your own Ed. Grow your own chia, like the chia pet in the shape of Ed's head. Grow his hair out of it.
It's useful for all kinds of arts and crafts. Whatever you want to do.
Hi, Tracy. Oh, you know what you could do? You could like they did on that movie Jackass, where they had the guy glue like the fake beard on.
Oh, that's good.
Except in Jackass, it was all of the guy's pubes and butt hairs.
That's probably. I mean, I could do that for.
That's the $5,000 a month sponsorship.
I'll do that for $500. I mean, it takes me a while to grow all that back.
For $5,000 a month at femyoga.com, Ed will shave his entire body, including his eyebrows.
Whoa! Oh, wait. That's where I draw the line. I think this went too far. I think we're gonna stop there.
Yes, you could make a small wig. Exactly, David. Yes. If you're balding, you could glue it on. It's perfect. Okay. Now, Veronica wants to know: are we cat people or dog people?
I like both the same, but I don't want either one in my house.
I have a cat, but I probably prefer dogs to cats. But I don't want pets after my cat is no longer around. I wouldn't want to get any more pets either.
Yeah. They're cute, but they're just messy.
Little puppy. Well, little puppy, it just depends. Are the sponsorships going to come in or not? Abe, always be experimenting. And we really don't want to get to the next step because that would mean more push-ups.
Yeah, we're dragging this out as long as possible. We're both hurting today.
I could literally go another 25 minutes about this step though, so let's go back to it.
We didn't even get to the rest of it, right?
Well, that's the gray areas thing was the main point of it. Laura, Nikki Live. Okay, let's show them. Are you guys paying attention? Laura, Nikki Live, just say something so we know you're actually horrible. In here. Yes, no, we're good. We're great at it. We just decided to do this like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, here we go.
Wait, not yet, because we have to make sure they're actually paying attention. They didn't just come in by accident.
What's the part we say together?
And this is TayEd Talks Live. I don't know. That's what I said. Yes. Okay, ready?
Okay.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Ed.
And this is TayEd
Talks Live.
Okay, we suck at it.
we nailed that. We totally nailed it. Did we do it? I think we nailed it.
Follow Laura and Nikki Live so they don't block us and report us for copying them.
No, they're awesome.
Does
Dude,
Ed
I love
have
their
feet?
intro.
John wants to know if you have feet.
You want to see them? I'll show them to you. Foot scope. All right, I'm going to give you a good foot scope.
He took his sock off. Oh my God. When Laura and Nikki Live are in here, you're going to show open feet?
What? Lauren and Nikki love feet too.
Oh, they do? Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you love feet, follow them because they love feet too.
They love feet too. I don't think they actually love feet. They're awesome, but they don't love feet.
It's hard to say. I mean, who's lying, who's not? I mean, no shame. Everybody loves feet. Nick says best thing ever. Nick, you're very easily satisfied. You're the best. You guys are the best. Because earlier I said I'm Taylor, and then as I said it, I felt like I was like I watched one of your scopes recently, and I was just like, oh, Ed, you say I'm Ed, and we'll do the thing. But yeah, we suck at it. You rock them.
They killed. Okay, they think
Laura and
Nikki,
do it.
It's awesome.
Lauren and Nikki, whichever one of you or both of you is watching this, who brought you here? Was it Trevor? Is Trevor going to get a raise in street cred on this channel right now? You always follow your feet. Do you follow Ed's feet? Ed, do you want to comment in the broadcast some emojis so they can follow you?
Yeah, follow them. Oh, is there a foot emoji?
There is a foot emoji, yeah.
I'll
Okay, while he looks for the foot emoji,
I'm going to
go back to the 7-fold path to the obvious signs.
Wait, what category? What category would a foot emoji be under?
Just look for it and don't talk about it. Lampy, thank you for the super heart.
Oh God, where is it?
Hola, Maria. He can't look for something without commenting.
Is it that one? Is that the foot emoji? I don't know.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Yes, follow the feet.
Yes, follow the feet.
Thank you for inviting your followers. Maria, Nick's trying to get people to follow him. He's putting a foot emoji. He said it's under the nose.
I think that's actually true. I did find it kind of like
Stinky
where noses
feet.
were.
Whew, okay. I'm sweating. All right. Okay. Your feet are very tan, Ed. All right, I'm going to not read the comments anymore. I'm going to say.
I actually have really nice feet, so if you saw that, congratulations. Nobody gets to see them that often. And next week at 3:00, come back and see the other foot. because you only got to see one. So I'm gonna hold back the other one until next week. Because there's like 500 people in here. They can all come back next week to see my feet.
Everyone's commenting foot emojis. I've
Dude,
lost
people
control
love
of the
feet.
broadcast.
If you love feet,
Sweating
put a
and
foot
crying.
emoji. I just want to see as many feet emojis as possible.
Prompt doesn't like it. Prompt's gonna take away our viewers. Prompt, don't take them away. We love you.
Prompt, no, bring like another 500
Not
people
here.
in here. That's awesome.
If Ed showed his, I have to show mine. Listen, if you want to see my feet, just watch my replays, alright? I show my feet all the time. David does not like it. David's considering blocking you. Do not unfollow me because you
wait.
foot.
We need to have a foot contest. Who has the better feet?
Definitely me. Okay.
Well, no. See, you're saying that, but I don't know if they would agree with you. I feel like I would win this.
No.
I have really
How
nice
many people
feet,
do you think follow me because of my feet?
Yeah, I don't know, but they've never seen mine. Now they've seen them. So how many people just unfollowed you and started following me for my feet? That's the question. That's the real question.
This is Wolf Puppy's fault. You know what, John? I think you're right about that. Yeah, feet hype. Yes, you love Shiba Inu dogs. I like Shiba Inus as well. They're really, really cute. I have buffalo toes. What are we talking about? Stop. I'm gonna hide the chat. Hiding the chat.
What's a buffalo toe?
I'm hiding the chat.
I'm still watching the chat, so somebody can tell me what that is.
I can't see anything. So, Tai Lopez calls this the sevenfold path to the obvious signs.
I love that you have the chat hidden. You're missing everything. It's great. Skill police are on the way.
The obvious signs are what he would say is like, what is so glaringly obvious in your life? So what me and my husband call this is low-hanging fruit. What's the low-hanging fruit in your life? What's the obvious things that are getting between you and your goals? So here's where you want to be. Here's your goal. The quickest way to get to that goal, the quickest way in geometry between 2 points is a straight line. So you want to try to get there as directly as possible, but there's going to be things that probably get in your way. So what are the really obvious things that are getting in the way? What are those low-hanging fruits? So what Tai said to do was, 1, stand naked in front of a mirror and just look at yourself and say, would I be attracted to myself?
Oh, and sweet. Do you want me to do that real quick? Right now? On the broadcast?
Please don't. We will definitely be banned immediately.
Okay. We probably won't even get the NFSW or whatever that is.
No, because my account will get shut down permanently.
All right, so just feet. Fine. Okay, go ahead. Are you looking at chat? Are you looking at the chat yet?
No, the chat is hidden. It's not coming back. I don't want to see
Why do you have it off? They totally want to talk to you.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. You can just tell me the important stuff, okay? So you stand naked in front of the mirror, ask if you'd be attracted to yourself. If not, start making the changes. Start making the nutritional changes that you need to make. Start making the movement and exercise changes that you need to make. Start making the mental health changes you need to make. You also want to look at your bank accounts. Look at your business if you have a business. Is that moving in the right direction? Is everything moving in the direction you want it to move or not? And if not, make the necessary changes. Maybe you need to cut back on spending. Maybe you need to try something different with your business or your career. So you want to look for the obvious things. Like if you're losing money, but your goal is to make money, then focus on that. Another thing too, for me, I would say pick one thing at a time, because Tai kind of talked about doing all of this, but I would say just choose one of these things that stands out to you the most. The one where when I say it, you're like, oh, yep, my bank account is, I just got an overdraft fee when I tried to buy coffee or something. Or you were just realizing how much weight you had gained. So it was something that really hits close to home for you, something that makes you feel like you need to do something. That's your obvious sign. That's your obvious thing. And the third thing for relationships and social life, look at your circles. Look at the people you spend time around. Look at the people that you're attracting into your life and figure out what you think about that. Do you like that? Do you want that to be a reflection of what you are and what you represent? Is that what you want to be surrounded by and influenced by? Is that the people that you want to be learning from and teaching and having in your future? And if not, then adjust accordingly. And if so, then that's not your obvious sign. Your obvious sign is somewhere else. And we can kind of dig into that if any of this is resonating with any of you guys. I'm going to show the chat again.
Are you coming back? You're coming back for the chat? You missed all kinds. Somebody asked me if I would recommend putting on a red or black. I think I would recommend you play one-handed blackjack and skip roulette completely.
Yes, play blackjack with us. Shukran, Prompt. Thank you so much. You're awesome. We'll see you back later, and I hope to see you live soon.
I got to respond to Swagger. He said he looked in the mirror and his Peter is small. Do I have any suggestions? And as someone also with a small whatever, I think you should just embrace it. People will love you for it. It's fine. So, John, just own that. It's great.
John said that was a bad idea to turn the chat back on.
Yeah, it didn't really change since you've been gone. It's been pretty much the same thing.
I love it so much. Oh, I forgot to buy an avocado today. Sorry, that was just a thought that came into my head. So, Anthony, thank you for sharing this out on Twitter. You guys make sure you retweet the broadcast. Hit the 3 dots on Periscope and retweet. If you're on Twitch, run over to Twitter and retweet this broadcast so that you can be entered to win a free shirt at the end of the broadcast. I think Ed will probably have to go before I can do the drawing, so...
No, I'm fine today. I'm good until like 5, so whatever.
Oh, okay. Cool. Then we definitely... Okay, so then I can talk about this whole other thing, which is... Well, actually, we still haven't finished the step. The 7-fold path to the obvious sign. So we talked about what the obvious signs mean. And then the 7-fold path is a play on words. So he took the terminology, the number-fold path from Buddhism, the 8-fold path to enlightenment. Oh, thank you, Zen. Zen's offering me an avocado.
And John's offering me an eggplant, so we're good.
So we're both happy.
We're both happy. Yes.
Best scope ever.
Life made.
Thanks for inviting, Anthony. I appreciate you. It's good to see you, Anthony. I didn't see you yesterday. I know you've been really kind of busy. Why 7? Good question in phonics, right? Because it's the 8-fold path in Buddhism. Well, the 7-fold path, according to Tai Lopez, is actually just the 7 steps of the scientific method. The bot really loves eggplants and avocados. Holy guac!
Whoa.
What the guac? Okay, so the 7 steps of the scientific method are what, Ed?
I don't know. You typed it to me earlier, but I forget already. I knew what it was. I think I even called it scientific notation instead of scientific method.
You did.
But I knew what it was.
Step 1 is to form a question. Come up with a question that you want an answer to. So maybe your question is, why am I single? And then step 2 would be, and I'm going to stick with this example through the 7 steps, but it could be anything for you in your life. Why am I single? The second step is to research that a little bit. Learn more about that subject. Learn about dating. Learn about relationships. Learn about marriage if that's what you're looking for. Or if you're like Jackie of all trades, who we met in DC on Monday nights, she's in a polyamorous relationship. I didn't even know that existed. Ed, did you know about like polyamorous relationships and stuff before Jackie?
No, I had no idea. I've heard of like the guys in Utah who have like 10 wives, but I thought that was illegal. So
yeah,
I figured it was
polygamy, where like Mormonism, they often have the sister wives show. They have like the multiple wives for one man. There are some instances of polyandry, I believe it's called, which is one woman with multiple husbands, which is much less common. But polyamory actually encompasses all of that. So it also encompasses people who are swingers. So that's like married couples that meet up with other married couples and then switch partners. There's people who have open relationships, which is similar to what Jackie has. And in that situation, there's all sorts of different like boundaries and rules and comfort zones that they set up based on the individuals in the relationship. So for them, they have their main primary relationship, so she has her and her boyfriend, and then she will have one other relationship with a female, and he will have one other relationship with a different female. And I think typically they don't really overlap those relationships. They're all separate, so it's like 1, 2, 3 different relationships. And that's what they want. That's where they feel the most fulfilled and content. And she does broadcasts about that. I encourage you to check her out if you don't really know. So maybe you're single because you've been cheating on all of your people, or you keep getting cheated on and you don't understand. Well, maybe monogamy is really important to you, and you just want one person who's going to be completely faithful to you, and that's important to you, like it is for me. So everyone has their different questions that they might come up with here. But that step 2 about the research, you don't know what you're going to find when you look out there. There's something new we can learn about love and relationships and the human dynamics. Talk about gray areas, every single day if we just look. Yeah, I love Jackie too, Trevor. Polyester is a good material, although it's like really, I'm just hot right now. Okay, moving on. Step 3. Do you want to interject anything as I do this?
No, I just want to say hi to Anthony because he said hi to me. And Swagger asked me if that was a money printer behind me. It's not. There's no such thing.
We saw no, you weren't with me, but I saw the U.S. Department of Treasury where they were printing money.
You literally heard it too, right?
I heard it. I heard the printing happening.
It's so loud.
It was so loud. I was outside of the building walking by, and I'm like, what the heck is that?
It sounded like the dollar depreciating, is what that sounded like.
Yes. Oh my god. Zen said he prefers cotton, so I'm going to quickly talk about the cotton versus polyester topic that you guys are randomly talking about.
Wait, he prefers cotton what?
Clothes.
Oh, clothes. Okay.
Hola, Marinina. When you travel, it's easier to fit polyester into your pack because it rolls up so much smaller. It takes up a lot less space. It's a lot less bulky than cotton. And it also dries out a lot faster. So if your bag gets wet or your clothes get wet, it's a lot easier to dry out polyester than it is cotton. So when you're traveling, polyester actually comes in quite handy. But some people believe that polyester and having plastic on your skin mimics the estrogen hormone and increases the amount of estrogen in your body, in your blood system. And some people think that has something to do with this kind of decrease in masculine traits that we may be seeing in the younger male population. Everyone tap Ed's nose to give hearts, Tracy.
I was tapping it for them, so all they have to do is send hearts.
Oh my god, you were tapping it?
I was doing the tapping, and then they were supposed to send the hearts, but I don't think they did. So.
Your grandma picked cotton as a little girl for hours on end. How old? The number of views dropped when I entered. I must have internet cootie. No, Anthony, no. It was that was just Prompt doing his thing.
No, that's my popularity. Thousands of people follow me around. Where'd they go?
Polyamory, not polyester. Okay. So then after you research and you learn more about what your options really are and get clear about what is that you really want, then step 3 is to form a hypothesis. So you might think, I'm single because I'm fat, okay? Because I'm 100 pounds overweight or something like that. So then you would go to the next step, which is to experiment, test that theory, work really hard on losing the weight, see how it goes, observe the results, analyze the outcome. So then you'll see once you've lost the weight, and you can analyze, are you having a better time with dating now? Are your relationships enhanced? Are you feeling more energy so you can go out for dinner after work? You're not so exhausted that you can't find time for a social life.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
They've arrived. I'm going to mute you guys for a second so I can just let them know that we're on so they don't like doing crazy stuff.
Okay, be nice. So Ed's kids have arrived home to join this broadcast. Hola, hola, hola. What were we in the middle of talking about? The 5th step? So we, I forget which step we're on. I think analyze was 5th, and then 6th. Can someone tell me what the scientific method is? I'm going to look it up. Children! Yeah, hopefully he'll bring them in. They're really cute. Let's see. Scientific method. Don't tell Ty I had to look this up. He's not going to watch this broadcast. All right. Images. Ask a question. Do your background research. Construct a hypothesis. Test with an experiment. Analyze the results. No, wait. Not analyze. Test with an experiment, and then you ask if it's working. 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know if he really said it the exact same way, but basically you just want to see if it's working, and then if it didn't work, then you're going to form a new hypothesis and try something different. If it worked, then you can communicate your results to other people, and what you want to do is make war with a multitude of mentors, which is something we talked about on one of the early steps in this program, so check out our replays, and they talk about how you don't want to get advice from just anyone or everyone. So right now, if I was to ask you guys for your advice on something, I don't know that I would listen to every single person that had a response. Chances are pretty low that I would. I'm much more likely to listen to the people that I really respect and value their opinions and their input, and people I really want to learn from and be around, and I really care about what they think of my outcome. So it's like the peer-reviewed research in science. You would do that in your personal life. So you have your peer-reviewed experiments, and because say it doesn't work, your results are that you lost 100 pounds and you're still single, you're still having a hard time with dating, then when you're making war with the multitude of counselors, the different mentors, the different people that you learn from and grow with, you can try to get more advice and maybe new ideas and use their feedback to form that new hypothesis. You ask your dog for advice? That's great. Okay. Now, did you have anything you wanted to say about that, Ed?
No, I think you covered that. I mean, they're basically just applying scientific method to business, which is pretty accurate. It's probably a little more intense than you need to, but it has viability to it.
Yeah, it goes right along with what I'm always saying about Abe. Oh, excuse me, I just burped. Always burp experimenting. Always be experimenting. That's what when you hear me say Abe, that's what I'm talking about. Scientific method is all about experimentation, so I love that.
Yeah.
Now, are you having to go?
No, we got, whatever. How long are we on? I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to quickly talk, because we're not going to get to the next step anyway, but I did want to talk about the Eightfold Path of Buddhism, because I get asked a lot about Buddhism as a yoga teacher, even though yoga is actually derived from the Indian culture, which is Hinduism, which is a polytheistic culture different from Buddhism. But the Sevenfold Path, that terminology Tai uses, is based on the Eightfold Path to Enlightenment from the Buddhist religion. So I just wanted to kind of quickly breeze through what those 8 steps are in the Buddhist religion, and then we can see what kind of time we have.
Wait, so did the scientific method come from the Buddhist Eightfold Path?
No.
Oh.
No, the scientific method is 7. He was just using that as like a play on words, but I thought it was a good opportunity to talk about what the Eightfold Path is.
Oh, gotcha.
Hi, Liga. See, Seppi says he likes Buddhism, and he is our top super harder of the broadcast right now, so we're going to talk about it. I'm loving it. Liga, thanks for sharing this on Twitter. You guys make sure you retweet so you can be entered to win the free shirt in just a few minutes.
Yeah, if you get too much feedback, just let me know and I'll mute this while you're talking.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. I don't know if it's bothering anyone else, but it's not too loud. Like, you're much louder than they are. We can hear them in the background, but...
Okay. They're just here. The door's closed, but they're still around, so...
Yeah.
I mean, I would beat them again, but I just don't want to. It takes too much energy. So.
Okay, so the first step of the Eightfold Path is the right view. Know the truth. Getting the facts. Getting the real information. Removing the cognitive biases that we talk about a lot on this channel. Oh, it's so good to see you too, Liga. How are you? Are you back in Denmark, or are you still traveling? Then the next step is right intentions, which says free your mind of evil. So that's going to probably mean different things for different moral backgrounds. For me, I'm an objectivist ethicist. That's not the right word. But I believe in objective ethics as taught by Ayn Rand, which is basically that reason and thought is the highest calling, and that when you apply reason and thought and logic to a problem, you are doing good, and when you fail to use reason and logic and you act based on emotion or instinct as opposed to reason and logic, then that is evil. So that's how I categorized good and evil. Again, we're talking about gray areas as well, so it's not going to be 100%, but as much as you can, trying to remove yourself from that instinctive, reactive, really primal nature that doesn't serve us like it used to back when we were, early evolving humans. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Zen. Thank you guys for helping with the moderation here. And thank you to Joey and Egg Drop for making such an awesome product. Oh, you're in Croatia. Back to Denmark. Oh, awesome. Yes. So how many countries did you go to? That's awesome. You guys follow Liga. She is an artist here on Periscope. She does comic illustrations, and she's going to be back home tomorrow, so hopefully she'll be broadcasting lots more for us soon. Woo. All right. And she's also, are you Latvian? Wait. I think so. Are you Latvian living in Denmark? Is it Latvia? No. Not Russian. Where are you from? You tell us. I don't know what that means, John, but I'm seeing that everywhere. The next step is right speech. Say nothing that hurts others. My mom always taught this as, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Do you have something like that with your kids, Ed?
No. No, we try to teach them to be honest, but obviously not rude. So.
Right. So that was something, just like a little phrase that she had given me that I always remember my whole life. That was like, it just taught me to bite my tongue. Like, it was so easy to say something bad. It's so easy to just say, oh my God, that person, I can't believe that they did that or said that or made that decision, or how could they, and just be negative and gossipy and just give negative feedback. And to learn that self-control it has helped me so much in my life, because I have lots of thoughts about things. And
But you're such a good troll, though. I don't believe it.
I try not to be mean. John says I say mean things all the time. We do tease a little bit of each other in this community, but hopefully it's all in good fun. And if I ever truly offend or hurt anyone, please let me know. I would never, ever, ever intend to do that. That's not true, actually. I wouldn't never intend to offend someone. There are times that I choose to be somewhat offensive to someone who's, I guess, it would be defensive.
Are you going to scope about Yanni and Laurel?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, I'll show it to you later then.
Okay. I might. I don't know what that means.
It's the sound wave file that somebody made, and when different people listen to it, they hear different things. Some people hear the word Yanni over and over again, and some people hear the word Laurel, to the point that I was playing with it last night, and I could actually hear both at different times, and it was the same verbiage over and over again. And you can trick your brain to hear only one or the other. It's really crazy. But you can literally play it live, and people will tell you what they hear. It's awesome.
That's cool. I probably can't play it live. It's probably copyrighted. But thanks for the super cards, Lisa.
It's not copyrighted. It's like, it was a viral thing done by like two high school students. They took it off like a sound website or something.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. You can't show YouTube videos on your channel.
I think there's websites with it. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But Anthony, tomorrow, your test is tomorrow? Ah! That's so exciting. That's very exciting. Hi, Daniela. Welcome back. Welcome back. And in the 4 agreements written by Don Miguel Ruiz, he calls this be impeccable with your word. And that is just what they call right speech in Buddhism. So this is an ancient Toltec wisdom book, which is a ancient Mexican culture. And it's kind of cool to see how a culture in Mexico and then a culture in China or Tibet were able to come up with the same kind of concepts of how powerful the word really is, and how you might say something just really quickly in anger, and it might be something that someone never forgets was said to them their entire life, and it shapes their whole life, their whole world, their perception of themselves, their perception of the world around them. Your words are so powerful, so use them wisely. Be slow to anger. And I think that's from the Bible. We have all sorts of religion we're getting into today. We're loving it. Hi, Michael. He wrote later a book about the 5th agreement as well. Oh, really? I didn't know about that. I just got it, but it seems too spiritual. John, it's not. It's definitely not too spiritual. I like that book a lot. And I'm not very spiritual. Okay, the next step is right action, which says work for the good of others. I would totally reject that. Part of Buddhism, because I think altruism is actually very, very evil, and that it could definitely it could lead to the destruction of mankind in general. If we learn that self-sacrifice is good, then what's left? If we all sacrifice ourselves, there is no more mankind. So I don't believe in altruism as something moral. I think that you should think like more in the terms of Stephen Covey and the 7 Habits of Effective People, where it's win-win. Always think win-win. Always think, what do I have that I can bring to this situation, and what can I gain from it? And sometimes giving to other people makes us feel good, but as long as you acknowledge that you're doing it because it makes you feel good, and not just because you want to. Also, because you shouldn't give to a point where it's now sacrificing on your own part, and now someone else is going to have to give to you to make up for that, because now you're in need. But if you give from your abundance, it's really not even self-sacrifice. It's just your choice with what you want to do with your surplus of resources. I'm kind of going on a while. Did you have anything you want to interject?
No, I actually know nothing about this, so I'm just kind of listening.
Yay! Okay. The next step is right livelihood. And this says respect life. That sounds fine to me. There's not a whole lot more that I can say about that. Realize that life is important. I think in that terms they're saying just be really mindful of using mind-altering substances, doing things that hurt you. Like when you stay up all night and you barely get any sleep, and you know you're not going to get a lot of sleep, but you keep doing the thing that's cutting into your sleep. Just value life. Realize that you really have to respect life if you want to have it be long and enjoyable. Tai actually said in this step, I think, in this video, he was talking about how the percentage is something like 30 to 40% of people will have a serious disability by the time they're 40 years old. And that, now from what he said, that was the reality. I haven't fact-checked that. I watched it right before we came live. Hi, Doe! But if that is true, I mean, the chances that you could be disabled are real, you know, regardless of what the actual percentage is. So be careful, you know, respect your life. Don't think that you're invincible, you know, especially as you get older, that's a little bit easier, but wherever you're at right now, respect your life, cherish it, value it, and keep it long lasting. Hey. The next one is right effort. This says resist evil. I don't know what it means by resist evil, but I would say the right effort is kind of like that whole, we talked about this maybe in the last 1 or 2 weeks, finding that balance between doing and being. In yoga, we talk about, you know, the balance between, what do we call it in yoga? Sthira and sukha. So sthira is like stability, strength, balance even. Let's not say balance. Let's just say stability, strength, pushing, growing. Like when we're doing the push-ups and we're getting to that edge where personally I can't do any more push-ups, that's sthira. That's like the hard working energy that's really pushing us towards new levels and expanding the comfort zones and breaking through ceilings. And then sukha in Sanskrit means space. And in yoga, that's the ease. That's the where you're pushing the posture to a certain level, but you don't just keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. You stop at a certain point and you just experience that sensation and you feel the space in your body and hold that space for yourself. And I think that's kind of a good way to look at it, is the balance between resistance and ease. Hi everyone, hi. I'm missing so much. I see cactuses all over. I love it. All the amazing people are here. I know. Namaste, y'all. Kylo, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? Do you know that there's a new Kylo on the block? Have you seen him? Skywalker? His name's Kylo. I was like, oh, we got a new Kylo in town. The next one is called right concentration, where they say practice meditation. If you want to learn meditation, let me know. I teach meditation. I'm a certified Hatha yoga teacher, and I actually found yoga through meditation. I was meditating before I was ever doing yoga, so meditation has a very special place in my heart. And I'll just give you one quick book recommendation, if I can find it easily enough, for a book that I recommend that you read if you want to learn how to meditate. Why can't I find it in my books today? Here it is. This one's called Soul Centered by Sarah McLean. I recommend this book all the time. It totally changed the way that I handle stress. Actually, I was just talking to Ed about this last night. I was saying that I was having trouble sleeping a couple nights ago. He was having a hard time getting to sleep last night. So I said, count your breaths. So this is something that's actually a form of meditation that you can use. On your inhale, you count 1, and on your exhale, you count 2, all the way to 10. So inhale 1, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 4, up to 10. Once you exhale on 10, you inhale again on 1. Anytime your mind gets distracted or a sound happens, something interrupts you, you just start over at 1. When you realize that your mind's been distracted, come back to the breath, start at 1. And it's just a way of kind of quieting down all the noise of your thoughts, of your nervous system, of the actual external world, and honing your focus, because focus is one of the most powerful key characteristics of highly successful people. Hello, succulents. Do you like succulents? My friend Trish Gafu on here does succulent broadcasts sometimes. You like the breathing, Zen? Good. Go ahead. Sorry.
The breathing worked too. Three cycles when I was asleep.
Really?
Yeah, it was like the third time through. I was out.
That makes me so happy. Zen says meditation in the Western world is a good one. Yes, we have a very loud society. And Tracy says that he wants to see you do all the yoga poses.
I'll do my standard.
That's good. That was a good side stretch, actually. That's one of the poses that we get the least often, is when we do lateral flexion, where we bend the spine sideways like this and open up these muscles on the side. So it's good. Well, there we go. And I'm going to do a yoga broadcast after this, don't worry. And Puppy also wants to see you do yoga.
Me too. I'm going to do the yoga broadcast too.
Just
go right in this split screen yoga.
Yeah, exactly. I might need to put pants on, though.
All right. I'll just do what you should tell me to do.
Thoughts. The noise of your thoughts. Kylo! I'm so dead head right now. He said the noise of your thoughts. Ah! Okay. Whew, that was good. That was really good. Did you see that? Nobody else saw that? Okay, that's fine.
I missed it.
Oh yeah, he's got Android. He can't scroll. Okay. We're on the last 2 of the Eightfold Path. Yes. No, actually only one more. There's one more. Right mindfulness, which is where you control your thoughts. So practicing meditation is where you do 1, 2, 3, 4, you're counting your breaths. But then the mindfulness, controlling your thoughts, is keeping all the distractions from getting you off target. So if you hear a sound or a thought tries to come in, you just say, no, I'm not going to deal with that right now. I'm counting my breath right now. And you stay fully focused on the task at hand. And that is the Eightfold Path to Enlightenment, as according to Buddhism, which is what Tai kind of stole the verbiage from when he called it the Sevenfold Path to the Obvious Signs, which is the scientific method to eliminate the low-hanging fruit from and obstacles from your life. And I call it, avoid black and white thinking, embrace the gray areas. You loved chair yoga? I did chair yoga before. Today, I think, I forget which one we're doing today, but I don't think it's chair yoga. Just ignore the thoughts. Oh, funny. I can't focus when you guys are talking like this. Thank you, Barak. Yes, this is a brand new dress, actually. I got this in the mail when I was in D.C., and I just opened it today and put it on, because I was like, yes, it's so nice. You just eat the low-hanging fruit. That's perfect. At least it'll be gone. I like it. So, are we ready to do the shirt giveaway, or do you want me to do it on a different broadcast?
No, I'll do it.
Yay! Okay, have you guys all retweeted? Everyone who's going to retweet. I'm going to start loading up the giveaway for the free shirt winner. I hope you guys who did retweet are still here, but if not, I didn't say that you had to be here live to win, so we're just going to...
Can we make the shirt now like just a picture of my foot? I feel like people really want that. Just like one...
We'll see what the winner wants.
I'm pretty sure that's what they want.
Kylo!
I'm going to call it now.
He said, I apologize for wolf me. I love you guys. Thank you, David. Okay, Trevor retweeted, Seppi retweeted. Are they noises, thoughts, or did someone leave the TV on? Either way, it could be any of that. It's teaching you to not be able to be distracted by anything, whether it's an actual external noise or distraction, or if it's an internal noise or distraction. Okay, loading up. Boom. Did you win? I don't know. Did you retweet? I have to go get my retweet right now. So it's twitter.com/FemYogaTaylor. If you haven't gone over there, hurry. If you're on Periscope, you just hit the 3 dots and then click retweet. Really easy. And then on Twitter, you go click the little green rectangle with the arrows. Actually, it won't be green until you click it. The little rectangle with the arrows right now. I almost just retweeted it. Right now, 20 people have retweeted. So let's see who's going to win the shirt. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay. Here we go. I am listing the retweets. Okay. We're going to undo that. Okay. All right. Are we ready? If you guys are ready to figure out who is the winner of the free shirt, I need to see some drum emojis in the chat. Trevor, you've been here before. Trevor's giving me the drum emojis. That means I'm clicking do a real draw. Boom! Our winner is Steve from Florida. Yes, Steve. Steve always gives me rose emojis. He's so awesome. I don't know if he's here right now or not, but I know how to get in touch with him. So, Steve, congratulations. You just won a free shirt. All you have to do is pick out the shirt that you want over at femyoga.com by clicking shop. Any shirt that you like. Oh.
Steve, pick out the foot shirt that says I love Ed. That's what you should pick.
There is no foot shirt that says I love Ed on my website.
I'm going to put it up in an hour or so. You can get it. I'm whispering to Steve so he can.
I think we can all hear you.
Steve, they can all hear me. Forget it. I'll call you later. Okay. So.
Barack says it's rigged. It's not rigged.
No, it's not rigged. I've seen it in person. It's not rigged. I promise.
It's not rigged. No. Steve Steve's awesome. Steve deserves this. Steve's never won anything on the channel before, I don't think, so yay. Liga says, Steve, you owe me a shirt, because Steve's over on Twitch, so he can't see the comments coming in on Periscope. Wolf Puppy thought that he was winning Ed's actual shirt. So Steve...
Oh, yeah, Steve.
Steve said, you can't see, wait, you can't see what he's saying on Twitch. He said, but I don't love Ed.
Steve, don't tell people that. What are you doing? See, when I whisper, only Steve can hear me.
Trevor said you're gonna hack my website. All my shirts are gonna be gone. It's just gonna be like Ed's face and feet. Like...
That's a great idea. I'll just make like all these different designs that are just like
an Ed Hardy shirt.
Yeah, it's good.
No, I don't have a T-shirt with Ed's feet on it, David. Come on.
With my what? My what on it?
Your feet.
Oh yeah. See, everybody wants that. I bet you we can sell that.
Wolf Puppy, did Chris get that for you? Oh my God, Chris. Should I say this? Someone got Wolf Puppy a Femme Yoga shirt.
Someone named Chris?
Someone who may or may not be named Chris.
Okay.
Give me a shirt or I'll hack the next election. Well, which way are you going to hack it towards? Can you hack it towards the anarchists, please? They never win.
Just put Tyler's right in.
I want you to hack it, in that case.
And then, will you pick me as the vice president if you win?
It depends on if there's feet shirt on my website in the next hour.
You really had to think about it? Alright, forget it. Done with this part.
He ordered it during this scope. Yes! Shout out to Jerkface for real. Chris, you're awesome, man. Thank you so much for supporting not only my channel, but supporting my Wolf Puppy, who I will get to snuggle in the flesh in 1 month in Los Angeles at VidCon. If you guys want to meet up with us, there's going to be tons of us. I don't even want to risk listing people because I know I'm going to forget so many. But off the top of my head, me, Wolf Puppy, Steph Taylor, I think Jason's probably going to be there. I think Asif is going. Lizzie's going to be there. Oh my God, who else am I forgetting? Calvin Thomas will be there. Jackie of All Trades will be there. Sonam 108 will be there. Taylor for president, Ed for vice president. You guys. I'm even old enough to be president.
Yes.
Steve said that me and Wolf Puppy snuggling is TMI. Steve, do you want your free shirt or you want to get blocked? Steve also said telling people that my uterus hurts is TMI.
Why do you not have a uterus day shirt? You totally need one of those.
Ooh, happy uterus day. Oh my God, that's so smart. We gotta tell James.
What the heck? Let's get that on there.
Yes, Tigger will be there. I think Tigger's kind of always there. I think she lives there.
How about you just make it like my uterus? How about you just do like my uterus hurts, but I'm watching Femme Yoga, so it's better.
Los Angeles. Los Angeles is where it is. Remember, we're going to lunch. Yes, I do remember that. I won't be there, so it'll be safe to go to VidCon. I'm so over uterus day. Okay, well, this was fun. Congratulations, Steve. All you have to do is just send me a link to the shirt that you like on my website. Just send me a link on Twitter or Instagram, Femme Yoga Taylor, and I will order it for you, get it sent. Oh, and I need your address. So just send me the link to the shirt, because then it'll have the size that you want, the color that you want, the shirt that you want, with the design that you want. And then also, and remember, when you're looking through, you can mix and match any design with any shirt. So even if it's not the design you like on the shirt, you can just pick the design you want, and then you can match it to a different shirt. And then just let me know what you want: color, size, design, shirt style, and your address. 5 things. Boom. I'll get it sent out to you right away. And hopefully I'll be sending out some merchandise to Lise and Chris as well, who just hit 6 months in a row supporting this channel at femyoga.com. Remember, this channel is 100% viewer funded by people just like you watching this right now. Thank you so much for making this show possible. Any last words from Ed?
Nah, we should do our thing again.
And Meat Sweats. We should do our thing. Oh, the Laura Nikki live thing? Okay.
We got it down almost. We almost got it down. Instead of is, we have to say was, though. This was TayEd.
Okay. Well, this has been a moment in time with Taylor and Ed. And I'm Taylor.
And I'm Ed.
And this
was TayEd.
Remember, TayEd Talks Live.
Oh, it's TayEd Talks Live. Okay. Whatever. So next time. Practice makes perfect.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back later with spinach artichoke dip recipe, how to make that, and also day 26 of our 30-day yoga challenge. Tigger, thank you so much for the super hearts. Ed, strike a pose. We're about to end this broadcast. This has been a moment in time with Taylor and Ed, the TayEd Talks. Join us back next week at Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Left or right?
You're good. Just no other way. Back to okay.